What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MtgA Malone. And today we're playing a color combination that I can't believe that I didn't play on my channel before. Simic. Yep, Simic. Good old ramp into stuff and play cards Simic. So, but before we get started, if you're new to the channel or you just didn't take the time to subscribe yet, now's your chance. So, push that little button down there, help me get to my next big milestone of 150. We're already over 120, which is crazy. Crazy. Okay, so this deck is a kicker deck. And, yeah, I will try it out in unranked, and then I will go into ranked if I can get some wins. Like usual with these kind of janky decks. Because this meta, yeah, it is crazy fast. It is rogues, and those will mill you out before you get your big spells out. So, I'm a little bit afraid. Not gonna lie. Not going to lie about that. Not to you, my dear viewers. So, what is this deck all about? Throne of McKinley. This will help you kick your spells as fast as possible. You can just get a colorless mana out of this, or for one you can tap it and put a charge counter on it, and then next turn you can remove that charge counter and add 2 mana of any color to play kicked spells. So, those kicked spells help us ramp, like the Reclaim the Wastes. You draw a card, you draw a land into your hand, and yeah, if you kick it, you draw 2. And the Westwood Search. You draw 2 basic lands, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and if you kick this, you put a 1/1 counter on all of your creatures. And we will have a lot of creatures, because we are playing the good Roost of Drakes. Whenever you play a kicked spell, you get a 2/2 Drake that is flying. And you can also kick this and get a Drake immediately. So, always try to kick those. Then we have the Vine Gecko, which I will be calling Vinewood Gecko from now on, and because I like that name. So the Vinewood Gecko, each time you kick a spell, he gets +1/+1. And the first kicked spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. While playtesting this, I realized that you still have to have the mana. So, if you want to play the Roost of Drakes for 4, you need to have 4. You can't just play it if you have 3 mana out. I don't know why, I don't know if that's a mistake, if it's not, if I am getting it wrong somehow, please, let me know. Let me know in the comments, because that was driving me crazy while playtesting this deck. I was like, oh yeah, with the Gecko I have enough mana, and then I was like, no, I don't. And I don't know why. I just don't know why. Then, one of the big creatures in here is the Verisol. The Split Current. He's a nice big snake, and we like our big snakes here, don't we? And yeah, he enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter for each mana spent. So if you play him for 2, you get a 2/2. If you play him for 10, you get a 10/10. So no need to worry, he will be big. And each time you kick a spell, you can remove 2 counters and double that spell up. And that will also trigger the Roost of Drakes. And yeah, if you encounter those rogues, which you will, and if you use your spells, which you will, you can get him back with the Murasa Sproutling here. If you kick him, you can return a target card from your graveyard that has a kicker ability. And if you double it up with the Verisol, good old Split Current here, you get 2 of them. You get 2 cards back. We have the Coral Helm Chronicler. The good Coral Helm here, another Merfolk. Got a lot of them, but not real synergy. No Merfolk Lord for now. He will look for kicked cards in the first 6 cards of your deck. And whenever you can play a kicked spell, you can draw a card and then discard a card, and no worries, you will get it back with the Sproutling. And yeah, this is a kicker deck, so we needed to try out this Jace here. He gets an illusion. And if you play him out, always cry with the illusion first. Make it bigger. And if you don't like what you're seeing on top, scry again with the original. And yeah, just keep it there. Just try to keep as many of them out as possible. Also, we have the Inscription of Insight here. A little slow card, but with our Throne of MtgA, I hope that we can get it out the first time ever with all of its 3 modes. But even if we don't, we still can scry to draw 2 cards, or return 2 target creature to their owner's hand, or yeah, create an illusion. Just an illusion. But what do we do if people have something in their hand or on the field? Well, we have a Lofty Denial, which works very good with the Roost of Drakes. Keep this for the big threats. So, if there's a big threat coming your way, like an Ugin, and you can feel it, keep the Lofty Denial. It will be good against this Ugin. And if you have a Drake out, it will be even better. Did I talk about the Vinewood Gecko? Yes, I did. Oh man, I slept so bad last night. My brain is like, just gone. Also, we have the Into the Royal. Return target non-land permanent. So if you're up against the Doom Foretold deck or whatever you don't like, this returns everything. And if you kick it, you even draw a card for your troubles. And if you have your Verisol out, which is, let's admit, hard to keep out because of all these cheap removal spells, you can even double it up, return 2 creatures for the price of 2 mana, or return 2 creatures and draw 2 cards for the price of 4 mana. Which is almost as good as this. Because, yeah, you get a little bit more out of it. And if you have all of your Drakes out, and maybe even your Gecko, and your Sproutling, and your Coralhelm Chronicler, you try to trigger this bad boy. The Westwood Surge puts 2 1/1 counters on each creature if you kicked it, and you get lands. Try to get as many lands as you can as soon as possible, because with this deck, you need them. You need those lands. So, land-wise, as we're already talking about it, 7 islands, 6 forests, 4 temples, some fabled passages because sometimes you don't know what you need and with this you can choose, and 3 Throne of MtgA. Could you put in 4? Yes. Did I do it? No. I tried it like this. So, I went over all the cards. I can't even remember that I started doing this because my brain is just, as I told you, melting. If you don't sleep too well, Magic is hard. Magic will be hard. And so, let's see if we can maneuver this deck through unranked and then get into some ranked games and see how we do against rogues. And I will see you all in the games. And we're up against Ugin here. And I go first. But I only have 2 lands. But I have a Temple of Mystery. Nah, I can't keep that. So there's 3 lands. That is way better. We can get 1 Coralhelm Chronicler out of our hand. Yeah, as you can see, this is unranked because, yeah, this deck is a fun deck. You have to be a little lucky to get it rolling. Not gonna lie. Not going to lie about that one to you. We found another land, which is pretty nice. Because then we can play out the Chronicler. Oh, we're up against control colors. Are we up against flyers? In that case, the Into the Royal is something that we absolutely want. Oh my. What is this deck? What is this deck? Use the Westwood Surge here and get some lands out. A green and another green, because we have a lot of blue already. And now we did ramp finally a little bit. I couldn't really... He's playing all of the colors. All of the colors. So are you a crazy color deck? I didn't know what I wanted to say here. We can kick this. This card to reclaim the wastes. And we will get the Westwood Surge into our hand and make our creatures bigger. So we will get the Roost of Drakes out here. Then next turn when we play this kicked, can we even play it kicked? Oh, we can. We can play it kicked. Pretty damn nice. He's playing nothing, lets us do whatever we want. Is that really what you want to do, opponent? Make us ramp like crazy and get run over? Well, at least you can see what this deck would do. Yep. Well, at least I could show you the deck for a sec here. We will have more games. So there's an argument to be made not to keep that last game in, but at least you got to see how the deck works. What it wants to do. And as you can see, it's pretty janky. Because there's gem raisers out there to kill your dragon roosts. There's so many cards that are just unfavorable for this matchup. And anyways, yeah, even though we're in unranked, as I already said, nothing but rogues and one deck that played all the colors and got killed by us immediately. I go first and have to reclaim the wastes. And my Verisol. So we don't need to worry about lands. Get a blue here, and next turn we get a green. So what is this? We still don't know. Another Reclaim the Wastes, why not? Never bad having 3 of them in the first 7-8 cards that you draw. It's just perfectly fine. So we get another green here this time. And we get another blue into our hand. And if he plays anything, we have our Into the Royal. Ready to shoot. He keeps on top. I really don't like that. We get a Gecko out. And then we still have our Into the Royal. He's looking at the Gecko like, what the hell's happening? A good wine gecko, made out of vines. Okay, here's an Omen of the Sea, not really what I was expecting. So are we up against some kind of Dimir shenaniganery? Well, with the Into the Royal we can also return the Gecko to our hand, so what gives? The Solemn Simulacrum. So he is Dimir control. Trying to get his big daddy Huguenot, I reckon. So we can get the Verisol out and have something big on the field. Then next turn we can return the Solemn Simulacrum, get in for 7. We only have Reclaim the Waste in our graveyard. Another Solemn Simulacrum, so he is trying to get to Ugin as soon as possible. So we should also try to find our counterspell as soon as possible. Let us see what we get with the Chronicler. Also helps us cycle some cards. So you're looking at the Chronicler. Making yourself a sandwich, Raidalaskvas. Those names are getting out of hand. Javari Disruption. Yeah, I pay that. Because I have nothing to play anyways. Another Into the Royal. But also a Jace, eh? Do you want to draw a card here? You're on 7. If he gets the Ugin... Oh, he even draws 2 cards here. Even 2 cards. Well, we still have power in our hand. And we will use it. Let's hope he doesn't draw the Ugin here. Otherwise, that would be not really favorable for us. But we still have ways to go. So that is not the biggest problem in the world. Or he has the extinction event. Oh, another Solemn Simulacrum. Nice. Nice. We get the inscription. So we get in for some damage here and draw a card. Let's see what kind of counter spells you're holding. A negate, classic. Classic. Yep. Do you have another counter spell? Because this Verazol is just doing it all over again. Are you? You do have another one. Don't need another gecko here. But we want this. Let's get another blue here and get our Jace out as soon as possible. Draw a card because next turn he might be gone. And we have another gecko. We need to be aggressive, so we get in. Even if he draws a card, he's only at 4 cards now. And we're at 6 mana. And with the Sproutling we can get something good back into our hand. Like the Into the Royal. So here's the Extinction event. Can't kill... Okay. All of them. Oh, he has 2 of them. Yep, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he have 2 of them? Nice. So we have the throne. We will make or are we? Let's wait with the Verazol. Let's get the Murasa Sproutling out. Kicked we can't. Still freaking can't. So we will draw a card here. Hopefully we draw green, because that is kind of a green. But we can draw cards here. Unless he has another counterspell in hand for that. And if he has, well, we can just return it with the Sproutling next turn. Not really what we need here. But that is something that we want. If he would have had the Ugin, he would already have played it. Do you have a Javari Disruption? He does have a Javari Disruption. But now he's all out of cards. So we got all the counter spells, all the removals out of his hand. Is your last card an Ugin? No, it is not. I like to see that. Another temple. So, it is time to get a card back. It is time to get a card back, get this engine running with the Sproutling and the Gecko and our Drakes. Drakes need to get in. So, your last card was a counterspell. I cannot freaking believe it. His last card was a counterspell. So he had them all. All the counterspells in the world. But we have a Lofty Denial now. A little late. We get our Chronicler out. Try to find something good, like another Roost of Drakes. Oh no. Oh no. I thought I was still in my graveyard. Come on, game. Come on. Oh my. That was just harsh. That was harsh. Yeah, don't we all get screwed by arenas sometimes? But we're up against a pretty good deck. And we're still holding ourselves pretty good. So, he tops one. Is this the Ugin? Maze Mind Tome. Also not too bad for him. So, an island is perfect. We'll kick this. Finally get our Roost of Drakes out. Yeah, the land can go. But we want our Roost of Drakes out. Did you find a counter spell? It looks like he found an omen. Yep. So can you find... Oh no. Tops here. Is it a counter spell? It is a counter spell and we don't have a flyer out right now. Well, let's get back the Verisol on the field and try to just overpower him. Let's just overpower him. I mean, what are the chances that he will find whatever he needs again and again and again? Oh my gosh. And we got screwed by the Coralhelm Chronicler animation here. So, here's the eliminate. Still, we have a chance. Okay, this time we click nothing. He scries. And then he will draw. And again on top. Again on top. So we must have another counter spell here. Do you have it in hand now? Do you have another? He does not. Oh, I'm so glad right now. So this is 8, 2, 4, 6. We're on 6. So we will take the Jace. And kick it. So we can draw some more cards. See what we can get. The Heartless Act. No reason to counter it with the Lofty Denial. Into the Royal is way better. Another Coralhelm Chronicler, not really what we need. So, always cry with the mirror image first.
Royal, how does it all fit together?
Then we put a counter on the throne. And next turn, we hope that we can overpower him. Yeah, no need to use the Jace here. We know what we got and we get it next turn. If we are getting it next turn. Did we do it? Did we do it? Did we get all the counters out of your hand? Okay. Here goes nothing. Another Throne of Makandi. We will put these two on the field and give our creatures a lot of fighting power. And if he has something to put on the field, well, only one of my creatures needs to survive here. If he has the big black blue snake, the Serpent of Loch. But is it enough? What else do you have? Nothing. He has nothing. We did it. We did it. Against Dimir. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Okay, we got our win in against Dimir. Control. Which was a little surprising. I must admit. I must admit. Was a little bit surprising. But we did it. Simic against Dimir. We did it. So game is taking a long booty time. Yeah, not cursing here. A long booty time to find us an opponent. Did you find rogues? Against Caldi. Alright, rocking the sword. We go first. And we're up against a Yorion. Yeah, we got our throne out as soon as possible. Get it out there. So, Dimir for now. We have our Lofty Denial also, if we need to use it. Doesn't look like it, so we can put a charge counter on the throne. And we can kick this, remove the counter. Gets the Omen of the Sea out, which is fine with me, because he will draw cards like there's no tomorrow anyways. Got a blue and a green. All the colors that we need. So there is his white. We get a green out here and yeah, ramp some more. We just ramp even more. Who knows, maybe we can even use the inscription with all of its modes. Oh my gosh. I mean, we're at 6 already. So what is it that you have here for me? The Treacherous Blessing. But we have the Lofty Denial. Or something of yours that you will be playing next turn. I hope that we can get a flyer out. The Chronicler is not too bad. But we get nothing but a Sproutling. So we will relax for now. We just chill for now. Oh no, he didn't use his land before. I made this mistake so many times, being eager. Yeah, because he had a land. Just play it before. You never know what you can use your mana for. And there it is, that's what you can use your mana for. Got another blue here. This only returns creatures. So I will kick this. Into the Royal is real nice. I need to keep it. Because if he plays another... here, the Westwood Search is exactly what I wanted. If he plays another Doom Foretold, we can just return it to hand. Can we overrun the Yorion deck? Here's the Eliminate. Okay. I need to enter the Royal for something else. I need it for like a Doom Foretold. Here it is. Into the Royal that. Yep. And the Roost of Drakes. That is pretty freaking good. Can we play the Verazol before? Yep, we can. So we played for 2. And then we still have enough mana for the Roost of Drakes. and make 2 of them. And that is something that will be real hard for him to take care of. Because if now, excuse me, he plays the Doom Foretold here, my drakes will get very strong and big. So I will sacrifice my Murasa Sproutling. He has a glass casket. Doesn't want anything to do with my good old Versal here. Okay, how much mana do I have available here? Can I do them both? Well, I will be cheeky here. I will be cheeky here. Good thing he took care of the Verasa. Verasa. If he has a board wipe here, the Extinction Event. Well, we will get our Roost of Drakes back soon. And a Golden Egg. So we get our Roost of Drakes back here. Out here. Can't even talk today. Can't even talk today. So he's odd. And we get our Roost of Drakes back. And we play it again. Make more drakes. Make or drake. Doesn't have a counter spell for it. So can we overrun him with the drakes? If he gets his Yorion out here, which he might, I have the Inscription of Insight for that. And we have the Vastwood Surge, so we can make our creatures really freaking strong. Alright. Here's the Heartless Act for our troubles. Needs to sack something. He should sack the Glass Casket because this will come back as a 0/0 and just die. And then he still has the Golden Egg to make some life for himself. Or draw cards with the Yorion. Here is the Yorion. Are you smart enough to Glass Casket? No, you are not smart enough to use the Glass Casket here. And he has nothing in his hand. This looks good, boys and girls. This looks good. Did we beat a Yorion deck after we've beaten a Dimir deck? Oh, hell yeah. I can't freaking believe it. The drakes are just too much. Drakes are just too much. Good game, he says. And he surrenders. Like he knew that I had it on my hand. He knew it. Okay. Okay, nice. Oh boy, so we got 3 wins in unranked. So now the fearful part begins. I go first. I only have 2 lands. I only have 2 lands. Oh boy. Let's hope this Temple of Mystery can bring us a land. Very nice. That was what I was hoping for. Is it a crab? No, it's a Windrobber. Turn 1 Windrobber. Well, we have a Lofty Denial. We have an Into the Royal. Even if the Lofty Denial isn't very useful without the drakes, it is still kinda useful. So we should use it now. So we're up against the arch enemy of the century. The rogues. Oh, he milled us a land. But here is another land, so yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not too afraid of one little rogue here. Oh. That was my card. I really wanted that. Still have our Into the Royal. If he plays out his big rogue. So we draw here. And next turn we can get this card back with the Murasa's Proudling. He plays the Mystical Dispute. Oh my. I didn't really think that would happen. So, what are you stealing from us? Nothing. Steals nothing. So we will try to get it back. Seven cards in our graveyard right now. He can't play the Into the Story. He lets it slide. So we want the Into the Royal in our hand. Absolutely want the Into the Royal. There's nothing that he can steal with his big boy. Need to drag this out for as long as possible. 6 cards in our graveyard. So now he will be able to play the Fabled Passage. Looking... oh no. No. My Roost of Dragons. Yeah. Those thieves. Soaring Thought Thieves are just the worst. They are just the worst. So we have the Into the Royal in our hand. And try to get it out. He has the Brazen Borrower here. So what I will try to do is to return his Soaring Thought Thief to his hand. And then just Lofty Denial it. Because that is like the only thing that we can do right now. Are you playing it again? Okay, Lofty Denial. At least that. And then we can return those 2 creatures with the Inscription of Insight. And hopefully we draw something good. Oh, he has another Soaring Thought Thief. Of course he has another Soaring Thought Thief. And what is the last card is... oh, and all of my... oh man. All of my good cards are gone. And I draw a land. This is heartbreaking. I mean, if I return those 2 creatures... I need to just cry here. Trying to find anything that I could use. Those 2 are pretty useless right now. This is all pretty useless. Yeah, the rogues got us. The rogues got us. No shame. Lost against rogues? Not a shame. Not a shame. I've been playing too many janky decks with this. So I'm at 94 already. Oh my. Yeah. Oh my. And we're up against another rogues deck. Oh boy. But we go first. Only have 2 lands. So this is way better. Have 3 lands here. We keep this. The Verazol, sadly... nah. Yeah, because this is rogues. We want our Mirasa's Proudling. Throne of McKinley. Let's hope he doesn't mill us this. Mill us this. Oh man. Well, here comes the crab. Here comes the good old crab. So we'll relax here for just a little bit. We have our Sproutling. Those were nothing but lands. We activate the throne here and make the Roost of Drakes. Make ourselves a Roost of Drakes. Okay, well, at least there's what counterspell gone? At least there is one gone. 25 to go. Yeah, we're a kicker deck. We are a kicker deck, my friend. But we will try this all over again. And then the Sproutling can come. The Roost of Drakes, one more time. You have yet another counterspell in your hand. How many of them do you have? He doesn't have one. Here's our chance. That is a little chance that I am gladly taking. Okay, just kill it. And he mills us for 6 just for playing a land. Super fair. Super fair. So we get the Gecko out next turn and then we get a counter on the throne because he's milling us all the lands. Getting the Gecko out. So we're losing against nothing but a single crab. And here's the end to the story. Good thing we have a lofty denial for that. Oh my god. This deck is so overpowered. I can't believe it. How overpowered it is. Sproutling costs us 5, so if we can get... Oh. Yeah, but we still have another one. We still have another one. And here's another crab. So... can we get another land here? Kind of. Kind of got another land. And we can kick this. So we still have a chance. Not going to lie. It feels like we still have a chance. And we have an Into the Royal, so... we still kind of have a chance. We're at 25. Just need to be quick. Just need to be quick. Another Into the Royal. Here goes nothing. He doesn't have the counter spell. So in that case, we take the Surge. Get in for 6 here. Are we getting our revenge against rogues? He can get the crab back next turn. But we still have our Into the Royal open. He gets a crab. And an Into the Story. So we return his Lurus. Can't play it this turn. Can't play it again this turn. But he surely drew land. We're at 6. We need more land. Absolutely need more land. And there goes our land. But whatever he plays out here, we can into the Royal Kicker it. The Verisol. Well, here goes nothing. The Soaring Thought Thief. Just what I soaring thought. Nope, I want to use it like this. So I can still put something on my throne. We're at 17. And we get another throne. The charge counter on this, let's hope that he doesn't bill us out this turn. And then this is G to the G. So here's one crab. If we can survive this, there were 10 more cards in our deck. We still have a small chance. How does it look? We have 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's enough for the Westwood Search. How will this turn out? How will this turn out? He has another Ruin Crab. But we have another Roost of Drakes. There's 9 cards in our deck. If we play this out now, we have 2, 4, 6, 7. But this doesn't discount before, which makes me crazy. Which makes me crazy. So do you have a counterspell? Are you counterspelling this? You are not. You're not counterspelling it. So, how many of those do you have? Did we do it? Did we do it? Here's one. He can block one, but we still have... We did it! We beat Rogues! The comeback! Oh my, I can't freaking believe it! We did it! Nice! Nice! And no rank up! Nice! Oh boy, did we have fun with this deck. I had a lot of fun. Unranked the first game, yeah, as I said. Just wanted to show you how this deck works. And I'm even more tired than I was before I started. But that is fine. That is fine. Sleep is for the weak. You can sleep when you're dead. So the Barassa Sproutling really came through against those rogues in the last game. The Roost of Drakes. Very cool card. If you get it to work, it is very, very cool. And then you put all of your counters on it. So we pretty much made this combo work as intended. But yeah, rogues 50-50 in ranked. No biggie. That's just how it is. That is just how it is with those pesky little rogues. They're everywhere. While playtesting this, as I said, I encountered only rogues. So tomorrow will finally be the Steal Everything deck, because yesterday I was playing a pretty meta deck. So I need to, yeah, do some more crazy stuff on this channel. If you made it this far, you obviously liked the video, so I would be glad for a little subscription down there, and maybe we can make the big milestone of 150 in less than a month. So, I'm MTG Malone, and I will see you all tomorrow.